Well, hello, and you're very welcome to our special programme from the Discover Ireland Dublin Horse Show. The first horse show, well, it took place in the grounds of Leinster House back in 1868. Currently, the riders compete for a prize fund close to €1 million, and some 1,400 horses and ponies are here competing. We're sitting on 40 acres of land here in prime downtown Dublin. We're not going to get a chance to have a look around it all, but here's a quick preview.
Here the first time in Ireland. Hanoverians have been here 1955, and I'm really proud that I'm the first to present Hanoverians here this year on the Dublin Horse Show.
RDS, above all other shows, it's a sort of family affair, and people come here and there's no risk of being marmalised and one thing and another, and it's a great family outing.
You have every class, covers every class, and it covers from the child to the, to 9 to 99 sort of,
It's one of the last remaining horse show events that is held in the centre of a city, and a city like Dublin. I mean, the bloodstock industry is so important to Ireland, and this is a real mainstay of this city. It has been for years, long before I was even born, and we're just delighted to have it here. This great show has so much history. Let's hear about some of it.
Because of the space constrictions, the RDS looked for land outside of Leinster House, and they bought land out in here in Ballsbridge in the 1870s, and the first horse show was held here in 1881. I think this is actually the second horse show that was held here, so you can see the jumps here and the Society building, which obviously looked quite a lot different then. Edward Bohame was the agricultural superintendent, who then became the director of the RDS and show director. Bohame was very interesting because he was very into the more of an entertainment side of things. He was very good at getting people in. He was responsible for bringing in non-equestrian programme of events like a flower show, and there were fashion shows, and just to bring other people in.
Well, the Irish draughts and the Connemara's have a huge reputation here in Ireland, and certainly here at the Dublin Horse Show. Trade has been good for them over the past number of years, but the RDS recognise that the breed also needs to be improved, and they've set out new initiatives to try and improve that breed and encourage more people to get involved with the Connemara's and the Irish draughts. Let's have a look at some of them in action.
The draft horses, they're generally a leisure horse, one for all the family, and the likes of Moyle Bouncer, an odd one, will jump up to Grand Prix. There has been no real effort by any side really to promote the Irish draft other than here at the RDS with the performance side of it, because there's no export at the moment for an Irish draft unless they're working. This year they have, I think, 12 jumping obstacles in their way, and it's just brought it to another level really. The ladies, man, it's his first working hunter class, just 4 now with a couple of weeks. Big challenge and track out there today for him, and he went super. Victoria Gibson that was riding him. Very challenging course for young horses, but that's what we need to promote the Irish draft. People will have seen today that the Irish draft can perform, and it's just opening a shop window for Irish draft geldings.
Such was the popularity of the class this year, it was divided into 2 sections for different age groups. After a ridden display showing walk, trot, canter, a change of rein and extended canter or gallop, horses then jumped 12 fences. Let's hear from the winning connections.
The Irish draft has a brain, and that brain gives them temperament, and you teach them once, you never have to teach them a second time. And that temperament. And they look after the rider, but basically because they're quick learners themselves.
They're totally genuine horses. They're very safe. You don't have the sharpness with them as some of the thoroughbreds. I like the crosses, the Irish Draft cross thoroughbreds. There's a sturdiness in them.
Generations have come here, and basically, if you're in the industry, if you're not dead, you better be here.
The champion performance Irish Draft is the Montpellier Seaview gelding Shining Sea, ridden by Nicola Perrin and owned by Fintan Flannelly. The reserve champion is Dunleckney Dancer, this one by Crosstown Dancer, and it's ridden by Alison Holden. Next up, the Connemara's. What is a proper Connemara?
Quality, good bone and good movement.
And have you seen them here at the RDS this week?
1 or 2. But the trouble is they're such a jungle, and they shouldn't be. You want to get them with wonderful fronts on them, good heads, and a very good front leg and movement. And that is very hard to get in a Connemara today.
.36 Connemara ponies qualified to compete in this class, and Jonathan Paget, who won bronze for New Zealand in London, judged the ponies in flatwork and jumping, while Hubert Laurent from France judged for conformation.
I enjoyed watching them. They were very workmanlike, good on their feet. They looked like they could cope with a good day's work, and quite willing as well.
Winner here, Josie Jump, received 26 marks out of a possible 30 for confirmation, and he recorded 1 of 9 clear rounds to claim the title. Well, great to see the Connemaras doing well here at the RDS. The champion Connemara is Josie Jump, this one owned and ridden by Jason Higgins. Behind me, one of our top international competitors is warming up for the international show jumping class. But this didn't happen because of chance. It all came down to training. And here at the RDS, Yogi Breisler from Great Britain came along to give a masterclass.
The rider is responsible for keeping the horse balanced, putting the horse in the correct gear, and keeping the horse on the correct line. Cross country is all about balance, obedience, agility, quickness in reaction, the horse's ability to almost have eyes in their feet, to see where the terrain is, where the ground is when it goes up and down, and be quick in their reactions. And that's why we are going to warm the horses up over this little exercise here, where we have got 3 rails lying on the floor and then a little jump. Super. And what I liked with that horse that time there was that he was actually looking for the jumps. Again, you can see the same instinct like he showed over these turning fences here. You want to educate them in such a way right from the beginning that when the fences becomes very difficult, you don't need to change your riding because of the technicalities of the fences. Very good. Hopefully you've picked up 1 or 2 little tips here that you can take with you home and practice, and maybe that will just bring the whole eventing game up. So before long, it won't be just your pony and your young rider team that will win medals, but the senior team as well. Thank you very much indeed.
Time for a break, but plenty more to come from the RDS.